sailing on today from Huahine towards Bora Bora, but as the islands of Raiatea and Taha are right on our path, we're going to explore them on the way.
The pass to Raiatea is on the windward side of the island, so the swells look worrying breaking on the reef. But it's easy enough for us to sail dead downwind through the entrance. Just a little rolly.
Once inside the shelter of the reef, we had a fantastic sail in lovely flat water. A friend who's a couple of weeks in front of us told us we have to visit the coral gardens of Taha. Sounds like somewhere out of Star Wars to me, but it's here. He reckons it's the best place for snorkeling in the societies, so we're going to see if we agree.
The water flows strongly in this channel between two motus, so after walking up to the end, we can just drift with the current and enjoy the view.
Well, we agree. That was the best snorkeling we've done in the societies. To be honest, we stayed an extra day here so we could snorkel there twice. The coral in the Society Islands seems to be in bad shape, but the variety of fish here is fantastic.
However, it's time to move on, and tomorrow we're heading over there, to Bora Bora.
Bora Bora is one of those iconic places in the world that most people have seen a picture of. It feels surreal that we're going to be sailing in there on our own boat.
not been all that impressed with Bora Bora so far. Although our first anchorage was beautiful, it was also full of super yachts and all of the toys that came with that. So lots of noise and wash from jet skis and powerboats. So this morning we're heading round to the other side of the island. We've heard that it's supposed to be much quieter and much more beautiful, but there are several reefs and shallows that we've got to get through in order to get there.
Crazy contrast here between the overwater expensive hotel bungalows on one side and the rusty tin roofed shacks on the other side. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like much of the tourism income reaches the locals.
In places along here there is only about 2 feet of water under our keel. We have some GPS waypoints to follow, but still need to keep a sharp lookout for coral bommies. This is more like it. We've got a great view of the mountain, it's beautiful around here, and it's even perfect weather for sailing the dinghy.
We've been told that there's a place here in the lagoon which regularly gets visited by manta rays, so we're going to go and see if we can find them.
The rays were deep and difficult to see in the slightly murky water, but still a fantastic sight. This is the first time that we have paid to stay on a mooring or in a marina since Grenada, but it's necessary here because the island's so steep too that we can't anchor close enough to the main island. But it does mean that we can get food and fuel and water, and there's even a swimming pool. We've been looking at this mountain all week and we've decided that we just have to climb it before we go. Hopefully the weather's going to improve as we go.
Can I put my shoe on now? No. Try it.
This must be it.
You can even see Florence down there. Onward and upward.
This is possibly why you're supposed to have a guide. I think we're a bit lost. Whose bloody stupid idea was this?
Yours. It's quite a good view though.
Whoa! Whoa, that's amazing.
Can you see Florence down there?
Oh yeah. Hey Florence! Okay, so it was worth it.
You can see the gap in the reef, the entrance to Bora Bora here. This is actually a lot larger than most of the other islands we've been to. This one was so big we didn't even bother turning the engine on, we just sailed in through it.
You can really see the colour difference in the water here, which is what I'm normally looking for when we're coming into an anchorage. The dark blue indicates the deeper water, the lighter blue where it's shallow, normally over sand, and you can also see some brown patches, which are the coral bommies.
It's going to be sad to leave French Polynesia. It's absolutely beautiful here. But with the season rolling on, and we've got to be in New Zealand by the 1st of November, there's not that much time left to visit the rest of the South Pacific, so we're going to have to go. Well, that's the paperwork done. Hi guys! A few of you have said that you'd like to support us sharing this adventure with you. To enable that, we're now on Patreon. So if you'd like to support us, please follow the link to our Patreon page in the description below.
You might have noticed that we're a bit sporadic as to when we post our videos. That's because we're normally places like this with little or no internet connection. So the best way to keep up to date with our videos is to click the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as we post a new one.
Look forward to seeing you next time. Next time, we sail to Sawari, a remote island with a population of just 2 rangers who look after the nature reserve.